Hello, beautiful soul. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Right now, wherever you are, whatever you're feeling, I want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. You may be feeling like life isn't flowing the way you want it to. Perhaps you've been trying so hard to make things happen, pushing and struggling, wondering why some people seem to have everything fall into place while you feel stuck. Maybe you've been asking yourself why your dreams feel so far away, or why the same patterns keep showing up in your life over and over again. I understand that feeling, dear one. I've been there too, and so have countless others who have walked this path of awakening. There's nothing wrong with you, and you're not behind in life. You're simply ready to learn something beautiful about how this universe really works and how you can work with it instead of against it. Today, we're going to explore something that can change everything for you: the power of your vibration. You see, everything in your life right now is a reflection of the energy you've been carrying. Every relationship, every opportunity that comes or doesn't come, every feeling of joy or frustration, it's all connected to what you're vibrating out into the world. This isn't about blame or making you feel bad about where you are. This is about empowerment. This is about discovering that you have more control over your life experience than you ever realized. When I say vibrate correctly, I'm talking about learning to align your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and energy with what you truly desire. It's about becoming a match for the life you want to live. And when you do this, when you learn to vibrate at the frequency of your dreams, everything you desire begins to flow towards you naturally, not because you're forcing it, but because you're allowing it. The beautiful truth is that the universe is always responding to you. It's always saying yes to whatever vibration you're offering. If you're vibrating fear, you'll attract more things to be fearful about. If you're vibrating lack, you'll experience more lack. But when you learn to vibrate love, abundance, joy, and gratitude, the universe joyfully matches that energy and brings you experiences that feel the same way. This journey we're taking together isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, gentleness with yourself, and small, loving steps toward a more aligned way of being. Your heart already knows what it wants to experience. Your soul already knows the joy it came here to express. We're simply going to remove the blocks and resistance that have been keeping you from that natural state of well-being. So take a deep breath with me. Feel yourself settling into this moment. You are safe, you are loved, and you are about to discover something wonderful about your own power to create the life you desire. Everything you need is already within you. We're just going to help you remember how to use it. Now let's talk about what it really means to be an energetic being living in an energetic universe. Everything around you, everything you can see and touch, and everything you can't see is made up of energy vibrating at different frequencies. The chair you're sitting on, the walls around you, your body, your thoughts, your emotions, it's all energy in motion. This might sound a bit abstract at first, but it's actually quite simple when you think about it. You've probably noticed that some people just feel good to be around. When you're near them, you feel uplifted, peaceful, or energized. Other people might drain your energy or make you feel uncomfortable, even if they haven't said or done anything obviously wrong. You're picking up on their vibration, their energetic frequency. Think of yourself like a radio station that's constantly broadcasting. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold is part of your signal that you're sending out into the world. And just like a radio, you can only receive stations that are on the same frequency as the one you're broadcasting. This is why when you're in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong. And when you're feeling great, wonderful surprises seem to show up everywhere. Your vibration is determined by the dominant thoughts and feelings you carry throughout your day. If you spend most of your time worried about money, your vibration around abundance is low. If you frequently feel lonely or unworthy of love, your vibration around relationships reflects that. But here's the beautiful thing. You can change your vibration anytime you choose to. You can tune yourself to a different frequency. The physical world you see around you is simply energy that has slowed down enough to become solid and visible. But before anything manifests in the physical realm, it exists first as energy, as vibration. Your thoughts and feelings are the faster moving energy that eventually becomes your life experience. When you understand this, you begin to see that changing your outer world starts with changing your inner world. Your body is an incredible instrument for reading energy. It's constantly giving you feedback about the vibrations you're offering and receiving. When you feel tension, anxiety, or heaviness in your body, it's telling you that your current thoughts or environment are lowering your vibration. When you feel light, peaceful, energized, or joyful, your body is confirming that you're in a high vibrational state. This isn't about controlling every thought or feeling you have. That would be exhausting and impossible. It's about becoming more aware of the energy you're carrying and gently guiding yourself toward thoughts and activities that feel better. It's about learning to be a conscious broadcaster instead of an unconscious one. You are far more powerful than you've been taught to believe. Every moment of every day, you are creating your reality through the vibrations you offer. The universe isn't punishing you when things go wrong, and it's not randomly rewarding you when things go right. It's simply matching your energy and giving you more of whatever you're vibrating. This understanding changes everything because it puts the power back in your hands. You don't have to wait for circumstances to change before you can feel better. You can choose to feel better right now and then watch as circumstances begin to shift to match your new vibration. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of them. Learning to recognize your current vibration is like learning to read your own energetic temperature. Just as you can tell when you have a fever by noticing how your body feels, you can tell what frequency you're broadcasting by paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and the experiences showing up in your life. Your life right now is like a mirror reflecting back to you the vibrations you've been offering. If you look around and see struggle, drama, or lack, it's not because you're a bad person or because life is unfair. It's simply because somewhere inside you've been vibrating those frequencies. This isn't about judgment, it's about information that can help you make different choices. The experiences that keep repeating in your life are especially important messengers. If you keep attracting relationships where you feel unappreciated, there's likely a part of you that doesn't appreciate yourself. If money always seems to slip through your fingers, there may be underlying beliefs about your worthiness to receive abundance. If opportunities seem to pass you by, you might be vibrating doubt about your abilities or value. Your emotions are your most reliable guidance system for understanding your vibration. When you feel angry, frustrated, sad, or fearful, you're in a lower vibrational state. When you feel peaceful, grateful, excited, or loving, you're vibrating at a higher frequency. Neither is right or wrong. They're just different frequencies that will attract different experiences. Pay attention to how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Notice what thoughts immediately fill your mind. Are you already worried about the day ahead, or do you feel curious and hopeful? The way you start your day sets the vibrational tone for everything that follows. Watch what happens in your body when you think about different areas of your life. When you think about your work, do you feel expansion or contraction? When you consider your relationships, do you feel warm and open or tight and guarded? When you think about your future, do you feel excited or anxious? Your body never lies about the vibration you're offering. The people and situations you attract are also perfect mirrors for your vibration. If you're surrounded by drama, you're likely carrying some chaotic energy within yourself. If people treat you with disrespect, there's probably a part of you that hasn't learned to respect yourself fully. If love feels scarce in your life, you may need to examine how much love you're giving to yourself. This mirror principle extends to everything in your experience. The person who cuts you off in traffic is reflecting your impatience. The unexpected money that shows up is reflecting your alignment with abundance. The friend who calls exactly when you need support is reflecting your trust in being cared for. Sometimes your current vibration has been shaped by old experiences, limiting beliefs you learned in childhood, or energy you've picked up from others. You might be vibrating fear around money because of messages you received about scarcity when you were young. You might be vibrating unworthiness in love because of past relationships that didn't honor your value. These patterns can be changed, but first they need to be recognized. Your body holds tremendous wisdom about your vibrational state. Chronic tension often indicates chronic resistance to life. Digestive issues might reflect difficulty processing certain experiences or emotions. Problems with your throat might suggest unexpressed feelings or truths. While medical care is important for physical symptoms, paying attention to the energetic messages your body sends can provide valuable insights about what needs to shift in your vibration. The key to recognizing your vibration is gentle, loving observation without harsh self-judgment. You're not trying to fix or change anything right now. You're simply becoming aware. You're learning to read your own energy the way you might learn to read the weather. Sometimes it's stormy, sometimes it's sunny, and both are natural parts of the cycle. As you become more sensitive to your own vibration, you'll start to notice how different thoughts, people, activities, and environments affect your energy. Some things will feel like they're lifting you up, while others feel like they're pulling you down. This awareness is the first step toward consciously choosing a vibration that attracts what you truly desire. Your mind, body, and heart work together as one beautiful integrated system. When you understand how these three aspects of yourself communicate and influence each other, you gain tremendous power to shift your vibration consciously and lovingly. Think of them as three dear friends who are constantly talking to each other, sharing information, and responding to what the others are feeling and thinking. Your mind is like the director of a movie, constantly creating thoughts and stories about what's happening in your life. Some of these thoughts feel good and lift your spirit, while others feel heavy and drain your energy. The beautiful thing about your mind is that you can learn to guide it toward thoughts that serve you better. You don't have to believe every thought that crosses your mind, and you certainly don't have to hold on to thoughts that make you feel bad. Your body is like a wise, sensitive friend who feels everything and responds immediately to whatever your mind is thinking. When you think worried thoughts, your body creates stress hormones and tension. When you think loving, peaceful thoughts, your body relaxes and produces chemicals that make you feel good. Your body never argues with your mind. It simply responds to whatever signal it receives. Your heart is the bridge between your mind and body, and it carries its own deep wisdom. When you're thinking thoughts that align with who you truly are, your heart feels open and warm. When you're thinking thoughts that go against your authentic self, your heart feels contracted or heavy. Learning to listen to your heart's guidance can help you choose thoughts that raise your vibration naturally. When these three work in harmony, you feel aligned, peaceful, and powerful. But when they're pulling in different directions, you feel confused, stuck, or emotionally scattered. For example, your mind might be saying you should be grateful for your job, but your heart feels uninspired by the work, and your body feels tired and stressed. This internal conflict creates a mixed vibration that sends confusing signals to the universe. The spiral effect happens when one part of this triangle influences the others in either a positive or negative direction. When you think a fearful thought, your body responds with tension and your heart contracts. This physical response then sends signals back to your mind that there really is something to fear, which creates more fearful thoughts. Before you know it, you're spiraling downward into anxiety or depression. But this same principle works beautifully in the other direction. When you consciously choose a loving thought, your body begins to relax and your heart opens. This good feeling encourages more positive thoughts, which creates even better feelings in your body and heart. Soon you're spiraling upward into joy, confidence, and high vibration. Breaking unconscious patterns starts with becoming aware of how your thoughts affect your body and emotions. Most people go through their days thinking the same thoughts they thought yesterday, which creates the same feelings and the same life experiences. But when you pause and notice what's happening in your inner world, you create the opportunity to choose something different. Simple awareness practices can help you tune into this mind-body-heart connection throughout your day. When you feel tension building in your shoulders, you can ask yourself what thoughts you've been thinking. When you notice your heart feeling heavy, you can gently inquire what belief or story might be creating that feeling. When you catch your mind spinning in worry, you can take a deep breath and consciously relax your body. The key is gentleness with yourself as you become more aware. You're not trying to control or force anything. You're simply learning to listen to the conversations happening between your mind, body, and heart. Sometimes just acknowledging what you're feeling or thinking is enough to shift the energy. Other times you might choose to redirect your thoughts towards something that feels better. Your body holds tremendous wisdom about what raises or lowers your vibration. Certain thoughts will make your body feel light and energized, while others will make it feel heavy or tired. Certain people will make your body relax and open, while others will make it tense up. Learning to trust these physical signals helps you make choices that support your highest vibration. Your heart also knows what's true for you, even when your mind is confused or conflicted. When you're considering a decision, notice how each option feels in your heart space. The choice that makes your heart feel warm and expansive is usually the one that will raise your vibration and lead to better experiences. The choice that makes your heart feel tight or closed is often not in your best interest, even if it seems logical to your mind. As you become more conscious of how your thoughts create feelings in your body and heart, you can begin to choose thoughts that feel better on purpose. This doesn't mean forcing positive thinking or pretending everything is wonderful when it's not. It means gently guiding your mind toward thoughts that support your well-being and align with the vibration you want to offer. Now let's talk about the things that might be lowering your vibration without you even realizing it. Just as some foods nourish your body while others drain your energy, some thoughts, activities, and influences nourish your spirit while others deplete your life force. Recognizing what lowers your vibration is an act of self-love that creates space for more joy and abundance to flow into your life. Many people carry energy that isn't even theirs. You might be holding on to anger that belongs to a parent, or fear that you absorbed from watching the news too often, or limiting beliefs that you learned from well-meaning teachers who were simply passing on what they had been taught. These borrowed vibrations can feel so familiar that you think they're yours, but they're often just old programming that's ready to be released. Toxic thought patterns are one of the biggest drains on your vibration. These might include harsh self-criticism, constant worry about things you can't control, comparing yourself to others, or replaying old hurts over and over in your mind. These patterns feel normal because you've practiced them for so long, but they're like carrying heavy stones in your backpack while trying to climb a mountain. The people you spend time with also significantly impact your vibration. Some people are naturally uplifting, They see the best in life and in you. They encourage your dreams, and they radiate positive energy. Other people might be energy vampires who complain constantly, create drama, or make you feel small and doubtful about yourself. You don't have to cut people out of your life, but you can become more conscious of how different relationships affect your energy. Your environment plays a role in your vibration too. Cluttered, chaotic spaces can create cluttered, chaotic feelings inside you. Dark, cramped environments can make you feel depressed or anxious. Loud, jarring sounds can keep your nervous system on edge. Becoming aware of how your surroundings affect your energy helps you create spaces that support your highest vibration. Old grudges and unforgiven hurts are like anchors that keep you tied to lower vibrational frequencies. When you hold on to anger or resentment, you're not punishing the person who hurt you. You're lowering your own vibration and attracting more experiences that feel similar. Forgiveness isn't about excusing someone's behavior or pretending it didn't matter. It's about freeing yourself from the energetic weight of past pain. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, and it's one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibration quickly. This doesn't mean you have to trust someone who has betrayed you or stay in harmful situations. It means releasing the emotional charge around past events so they no longer control your present moment energy. You can forgive someone and still maintain healthy boundaries with them. Sometimes the person who most needs your forgiveness is yourself. Many people carry tremendous guilt, shame, or regret about past choices, mistakes, or things they think they should have done differently. This self-directed negativity creates a constant low-level vibration that repels the very things you're trying to attract. Learning to forgive yourself with the same compassion you would show a dear friend is essential for vibrational healing. Creating energetic boundaries with love means protecting your energy without building walls around your heart. You can be compassionate toward others while still choosing not to absorb their negative emotions or limiting beliefs. You can love someone and still limit how much time you spend with them if they consistently drain your energy. You can be helpful and kind while still saying no to requests that feel wrong for you. Gentle letting go practices can help you release what's lowering your vibration without forcing or struggling. Sometimes this means having honest conversations with people about how their behavior affects you. Sometimes it means changing your daily routines to include more activities that feel good and fewer that feel draining. Sometimes it means simply becoming aware of negative thought patterns and gently redirecting your attention when you notice them. The goal isn't to eliminate all challenges or negative emotions from your life. Contrast and difficulties often help you become clearer about what you do want, and they can motivate positive changes. The goal is to stop carrying unnecessary energetic weight that keeps you vibrating below your natural frequency of joy and well-being. As you release what lowers your vibration, you create space for your natural high-frequency energy to emerge. You don't have to work hard to feel good. Feeling good is your birthright. You just need to remove the obstacles that have been blocking your natural radiance from shining through. Raising your vibration doesn't require complicated techniques or expensive programs. Some of the most powerful ways to elevate your energy are simple, natural practices that connect you with your innate joy and well-being. When you engage in activities that make you feel alive, grateful, and connected, you're automatically tuning yourself to higher frequencies that attract wonderful experiences. Gratitude is perhaps the fastest way to shift your vibration in any moment. When you focus on what's working in your life, what you appreciate, and what brings you joy, you immediately align with the frequency of abundance. This doesn't mean pretending problems don't exist or forcing yourself to be grateful for genuinely difficult situations. It means training your attention to notice the good that's already present in your life, even if it's something as simple as the breath flowing in and out of your body. Starting each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for sets a positive vibrational tone for everything that follows. These don't have to be big, dramatic things. You might feel grateful for your morning coffee, a comfortable bed, a friend's text message, or the way sunlight looks coming through your window. The key is feeling the appreciation in your heart, not just thinking about it in your mind. Joy is your natural vibration, and anything that brings you genuine happiness raises your frequency immediately. This might be listening to music that makes you want to dance, spending time in nature, playing with children or animals, creating something beautiful, or simply allowing yourself to laugh. Notice what brings you authentic joy, not what you think should make you happy, and make time for those activities regularly. Movement is a powerful way to shift stagnant energy and raise your vibration. You don't need to run marathons or do intense workouts unless that feels good to you. Gentle walking, stretching, dancing to your favorite songs, or any form of movement that feels pleasurable helps energy flow through your body and connects you with your physical vitality. When energy moves, vibration rises. Spending time in nature automatically attunes you to higher frequencies. Trees, flowers, bodies of water, and natural landscapes all vibrate at peaceful, harmonious frequencies that help calm your nervous system and lift your spirit. Even looking at pictures of nature or having plants in your home can positively affect your energy. Nature reminds you of the natural order and flow that you're part of. Nurturing activities that make you feel cared for and valued raise your vibration by reinforcing your sense of worth. This might include taking relaxing baths, eating nourishing foods, getting enough sleep, spending time with people who love and appreciate you, or treating yourself with the same kindness you would show someone you adore. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for maintaining the energy needed to create the life you desire. Creative expression connects you with the part of yourself that's unlimited and full of possibilities. Whether you're writing, painting, singing, cooking, gardening, decorating, or any other form of creative activity, you're channeling high-frequency energy through yourself. You don't have to be talented or skilled to benefit from creativity. The joy is in the expression itself, not in the final result. Choosing thoughts that feel better is a gentle way to guide your vibration upward throughout the day. When you notice your mind drifting toward worry, criticism, or negativity, you can simply ask yourself, what would feel a little better to think right now? You're not trying to jump from despair to ecstasy in one step. You're just reaching for thoughts that feel slightly better than where you are. Service and acts of kindness naturally raise your vibration by connecting you with love and compassion. When you help others, offer encouragement, or share your gifts, you align with the generous, abundant nature of the universe. This doesn't mean sacrificing yourself or giving until you're depleted. It means sharing from an overflowing heart because generosity feels good and connects you with your purpose. Surrounding yourself with beauty, whether it's flowers, art, music, or simply organizing your space in a way that feels harmonious, elevates your energy by feeding your soul. Beauty reminds you that life can be wonderful and that you deserve to experience goodness. Creating beauty in your environment reflects and reinforces the beauty you're cultivating within yourself. The key to all these vibration-raising practices is consistency rather than perfection. You don't need to do everything perfectly or never have a bad day. You just need to gently, consistently choose activities and thoughts that feel good and support your well-being. Over time, these choices become habits that naturally maintain your high vibration and attract the experiences your heart desires. When you truly understand vibrational alignment, You realize that getting what you want isn't about chasing or forcing or trying to manipulate the universe. It's about becoming a perfect match for your desires by vibrating at the same frequency as what you want to experience. When you align with your heart's deepest desires, you stop pushing against life and start flowing with it. Your heart knows what it wants to experience, even when your mind gets confused by all the options and possibilities. Your heart doesn't want things for the sake of having them. It wants the feelings that those things represent. When you desire a loving relationship, your heart is really asking for the experience of being cherished, understood, and connected. When you want financial abundance, your heart is seeking the feelings of security, freedom, and the ability to be generous. Getting clear on what you truly want means going beyond the surface level of your desires to discover the core feelings you're seeking. You might think you want a bigger house, but what you really want is the feeling of safety, comfort, and pride that you imagine a bigger house would provide. You might think you want a promotion at work, but what you're really seeking is recognition, purpose, and the confidence that comes from knowing your value is appreciated. This distinction is important because you can often experience the feelings you're seeking right now before the external circumstances change. When you learn to feel abundant before money shows up, you become a vibrational match for abundance. When you learn to feel loved and valued before the perfect relationship appears, you attract people who will love and value you. The feeling comes first, then the manifestation follows. Finding the feeling place of your dreams is like tuning into a radio station that's already broadcasting everything you want to experience. Close your eyes and think about something you deeply desire. Instead of focusing on the fact that you don't have it yet, focus on how you would feel if it were already yours. Let yourself experience that joy, relief, excitement, or peace as if it were happening right now. Your body doesn't know the difference between something that's actually happening and something you're vividly experiencing in your heart and mind. When you spend time in the feeling place of your desires, you're literally training your vibration to match what you want to attract. You're teaching your entire being what frequency to broadcast. The gap between your current vibration and your desired vibration is simply the distance you need to travel energetically. If you currently feel anxious about money and you want to feel abundant, you don't need to jump from anxiety to abundance overnight. You can gradually move from anxiety to worry, from worry to hope, from hope to optimism, from optimism to confidence, and from confidence to abundance. Each step feels manageable and sustainable. Bridging this gap requires patience and gentleness with yourself. You didn't develop your current vibration overnight, and shifting it takes time and consistent practice. But every moment you spend in a higher vibration moves you closer to your desires. Every thought that feels better than the one before it is progress. Every feeling of appreciation, every moment of joy, every experience of love raises your frequency and attracts more of the same. Sometimes people resist aligning with their desires because they're afraid of being disappointed if things don't work out the way they hope. But staying disconnected from what you want doesn't protect you from disappointment. It just guarantees that you'll miss out on the joy and excitement that come from allowing yourself to dream and desire. Your desires are gifts from your soul, showing you the direction of your growth and expansion. Trust that your heart's desires are not random or selfish. They're part of your unique purpose and contribution to the world. When you align with what brings you joy and fulfillment, you naturally share those good feelings with everyone around you. When you're living from your authentic desires, you inspire others to do the same. Your happiness doesn't take away from anyone else's. It adds to the total amount of joy available in the world. The universe wants to give you everything your heart desires, not because you deserve it more than anyone else, but because abundance and joy are the natural state of existence. When you align your vibration with your desires, you're not taking anything away from others. You're demonstrating what's possible for everyone. Your success and happiness give others permission to claim their own. Creating daily practices that support your vibrational alignment turns raising your frequency from an occasional activity into a natural way of life. These practices don't have to be time-consuming or complicated. They just need to be consistent and intentional. When you weave vibration-raising activities throughout your day, maintaining a high frequency becomes as automatic as breathing. Starting your morning with intention sets the energetic tone for your entire day. Before you check your phone, read the news, or jump into your to-do list, take a few minutes to connect with yourself and choose the vibration you want to carry forward. This might include expressing gratitude, setting positive intentions, doing gentle stretches, or simply breathing deeply while focusing on something that makes you feel good. Your morning routine doesn't need to be elaborate or time-consuming. Even spending 5 minutes appreciating your life, visualizing your day going smoothly, or repeating affirmations that resonate with your heart can shift your vibration significantly. The key is consistency, doing something nurturing for your energy every single morning, even if it's brief. Throughout your day, you can create mindful moments that bring you back to high vibration whenever you notice your energy dropping. This might be taking 3 deep breaths before entering a meeting, appreciating something beautiful you notice while walking, or silently sending love to someone who seems stressed or unhappy. These micro practices help you stay connected to your heart and maintain your frequency even during busy or challenging times. When you eat, you can choose foods that make your body feel energized and nourished rather than heavy and sluggish. When you work, you can approach tasks with presence and appreciation rather than resistance and complaint. When you interact with others, you can choose to see their goodness rather than their flaws. Every choice throughout your day either raises or lowers your vibration. Evening practices help you release any lower vibrational energy you may have picked up during the day and prepare for restful, restorative sleep. This might include journaling about what went well, expressing gratitude for the day's experiences, doing gentle yoga or meditation, or simply reviewing your day with compassion and appreciation for yourself. Working with affirmations that truly resonate with your heart can be a powerful part of your daily practice, but only if they feel authentic and inspiring rather than forced or false. Instead of repeating affirmations that feel impossible to believe, choose ones that feel like a gentle stretch toward something better. If "I am wealthy" feels too far from your current reality, you might try "I am open to receiving abundance," or "money flows to me easily and naturally." The most effective affirmations are ones that make you feel good when you say them. They should inspire hope, confidence, or joy rather than doubt or resistance. Pay attention to how different affirmations feel in your body and heart. The ones that create expansion and warmth are working with your energy, while the ones that create tension or skepticism are pushing against your current beliefs. Creating rituals around the things you want to attract helps you stay connected to those desires and maintain the feeling place of having them. If you want more love in your life, you might create daily rituals of self-love, like speaking kindly to yourself in the mirror or treating yourself with special care. If you want more abundance, you might practice generosity or gratitude for the money you already have. Your daily vibrational practice should feel nurturing and enjoyable, not like another item on your to-do list. Choose practices that bring you joy and make you feel connected to your authentic self. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's perfectly fine. Your soul knows what it needs to feel aligned and vibrant. Life will always include moments when your vibration dips, and that's completely normal and human. You don't need to maintain perfect high vibration at all times. That would be exhausting and unrealistic. What matters is learning how to navigate challenges with grace and gently guide yourself back to alignment when you notice you've strayed from your center. When something happens that knocks you off balance, a difficult conversation, an unexpected setback, a day when everything seems to go wrong, the first step is to be gentle with yourself. Resist the urge to judge yourself for feeling upset or disappointed. These are natural human responses to challenging situations, and fighting against them only creates more resistance and lower vibration. Contrast and challenges often serve an important purpose in helping you become clearer about what you do want. When you experience something that doesn't feel good, it helps you understand more precisely what would feel better. Every "no, not this" leads you closer to a clear "yes, this is what I want." Difficult experiences aren't punishments. They're information that helps guide you toward better feeling thoughts and choices. When your vibration dips, you can use simple, gentle techniques to gradually guide yourself back to a better feeling place. This might be taking slow, deep breaths to calm your nervous system, going for a walk in nature to shift your energy, calling a friend who makes you laugh, or doing something creative that helps you remember your own power and beauty. Sometimes the best thing you can do when you're in a low vibrational state is to simply accept where you are without trying to force yourself to feel better immediately. Fighting against your emotions or trying to positive think your way out of genuine feelings often backfires and keeps you stuck. Instead, you can acknowledge what you're feeling with compassion and then gently ask yourself what you need to feel supported and cared for. Your emotions are always giving you valuable information about your alignment. Anger might be telling you that a boundary has been crossed and needs to be addressed. Sadness might be indicating that something you value feels threatened or lost. Fear might be alerting you to something that needs attention or protection. Instead of seeing negative emotions as problems to be fixed, you can see them as messengers offering guidance. Patience with yourself during challenging times is an act of self-love that actually helps raise your vibration more quickly than harsh self-criticism ever could. When you treat yourself with the same kindness you would show a dear friend going through a hard time, you create a safe, nurturing environment for healing and growth. Your inner world becomes a place of refuge rather than a battlefield. Course correction techniques can help you gently shift your energy when you notice it's lower than you'd like. This might involve changing your physical environment, putting on music that lifts your spirits, engaging in activities that make you feel competent and capable, or simply remembering past times when you felt happy and confident. Small shifts often create momentum for bigger changes. Remember that having a bad day or going through a difficult period doesn't erase all the progress you've made in raising your vibration. Every time you've chosen love over fear, gratitude over complaint, or hope over despair, you've strengthened your ability to access those higher frequencies again. Your capacity for joy and well-being grows each time you practice it, even if you sometimes forget temporarily. You are now stepping into a new way of being in the world, one where you understand your power to create your experience through the vibration you offer. This isn't about becoming perfect or never having challenges again. It's about becoming conscious of your energy and making choices that support your highest good and deepest desires. Your new vibrational life is one where you respond to situations rather than react unconsciously. When something doesn't go the way you planned, instead of immediately spiraling into worry or frustration, you pause and ask yourself how you want to handle this situation. When someone treats you poorly, instead of absorbing their negative energy, you remember that their behavior reflects their vibration, not your worth. In this new way of being, you become more selective about where you invest your energy. You naturally gravitate toward people activities, and environments that support your well-being. You lovingly distance yourself from things that consistently drain your energy. You make decisions based on how they feel in your heart rather than just how they look on paper. You begin to see every experience as feedback about your vibration rather than as random events happening to you. When wonderful opportunities appear, you recognize them as reflections of your high-frequency energy. When obstacles arise, you see them as invitations to examine what might need to shift in your inner world. You become the conscious creator of your experience rather than a victim of circumstances. Your relationships improve because you're no longer looking to others to make you feel good about yourself. You bring your own sense of worth and happiness to your interactions, which allows others to relax and be authentic around you. You attract people who appreciate and value you because you appreciate and value yourself. Financial abundance begins to flow more easily because you've released the struggle and scarcity thinking that blocked it. You trust that the universe wants to support you, and you're open to receiving in ways you might not have expected. Opportunities appear because you're vibrating at the frequency of possibility rather than limitation. Your work becomes more fulfilling as you align with activities that match your authentic self. You might find new purpose in your current job, or you might be guided toward entirely new directions that excite and inspire you. Either way, you approach your work from a place of contribution and joy rather than obligation and resentment. Taking your first steps into this new vibrational life doesn't require dramatic changes. It starts with small, loving choices made consistently throughout your day. It begins with noticing how you feel and gently guiding yourself toward thoughts and activities that feel better. It grows through practicing kindness toward yourself and trust in the process of life. Your commitment to your energetic well-being is a gift not only to yourself, but to everyone whose life you touch. When you vibrate love, joy, and abundance, you give others permission to do the same. When you demonstrate that it's possible to live from a place of alignment and trust, you inspire others to explore their own power to create positive change. And so, beautiful soul, I want to leave you with this truth. You are a magnificent being of light and love, here to experience joy and to share your unique gifts with the world. Your desires matter, your happiness matters, and your dreams are not too big or too small. You have everything within you right now to begin vibrating at the frequency of your heart's deepest longings. Trust the process, trust yourself, trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see how. Every step you take toward higher vibration is celebrated in the unseen realms and supported by forces beyond your current understanding. Start where you are, with what you have, right now. Choose one thought that feels better. Take one action that brings you joy. Express gratitude for one thing in your life. These simple acts of love toward yourself set powerful changes in motion. You are worthy of every beautiful thing your heart desires. You are capable of creating a life that fills you with wonder and gratitude. You are here for a reason, and that reason is magnificent. Begin today. Begin now. Your new vibrational life is waiting for you to say yes. I love you, I believe in you, and I'm sending you all the love and encouragement in my heart. You've got this, dear one. You've always had it. Now it's time to remember and claim the beautiful, powerful, deserving being that you truly are.